It's Jessica Mendoza. Welcome to the show.
And on the mound today, Luis Severino. What do you look for here?
I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters look.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Here comes Manny Machado. Machado getting to start at third, batting second in today's lineup, and his batting average this season is over .310. That misses off the outside edge. That's to third. Zips it to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. Stepping in, Vinny Pasquantino. Fought off foul. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
There you go.
Pasquantino tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back. 2 down, nobody on. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. And that's a strikeout. Otto Lopez digs in. Now. Here comes the 0-1. And it stays fair. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting second, left fielder
Brent Rooker, the next to hit. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-2.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
And the 0-2. Bogarts on a Cronenworth. On to first, double play. Here's Pete Alonso.
Batting third, designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
And there's a foul ball. Swings through that one for strike two.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Handles, throws to first. That is the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano. Oh, great stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Now here is Jackson Merrill.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
On the ground right side, Walker steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. 2 down, base is empty. So here's the Padres DH, Miguel Andujar. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Out to short. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the second. Eugenio Suarez up to hit down.
Eugenio Suarez.
Swing and a miss. That one catches the zone. That is strike 2. Up the middle. And there's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Langoliers gets out of the way. That's ball 1.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
This one could be trouble. Suarez around second, headed for third. And he's got a double.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back.
One away. Runners at second and third and one out. Zach Geloff up next for the A's. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. Cam Smith getting ready to hit.
Hey!
No score here in the second. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Two away. All loaded up. Brandon Lockridge will hit next. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. In to score from first.
He's out.
Cut down, and that is top half of the third inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. There's a strike.
Ball.
This one in the air, center field. Lockridge should have this one, and there's one down. Here's the catcher to hit, Freddie Fermin.
Huh.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Out towards right center field. And there's two away. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
Oh.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Throw to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. As we go to the last of the third. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Otto Lopez.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Pasquantino under it. And there's one away. Now Brent Rooker. He's 0 for 1.
No, that's foul.
And it's fouled away. Here's the 0-2. Tatis under it. And there are two down. Pete Alonso up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. And that's the third out. As we go to the top of the fourth, stepping in for San Diego, Manny Machado. On the corner for a strike. It's 0-1. There's the strike. Chases the changeup in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. Vinny Pasquantino digs in now. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Ball.
The A's leading by 3. Top half of inning number 4. The 1-2. This one in the air center field. Lockridge gets under it, takes it in for the out. Laureano comes up to hit.
For the Padres, left fielder Ramon Laureano.
Oh, look at the stop to first. Nicely done for the out. Ready to go. Bottom 4. Leading off, Eugenio Suarez.
Eugenio Suarez.
Fastball for a strike.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Langoliers stands in now and watches strike 1. Late with the swing there. One down. One out man at first. Christian Walker the next to hit.
Christian Walker.
Strike. Woo.
And that one hops the wall. Headed for the plate. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
The Athletics trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Tatis really on his horse for it. And he makes the catch. Runner tags from third. Next up for the A's, Cam Smith. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And that will end the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. So digging in now for San Diego, Jackson Merrill.
You know, these
That's
Padres, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The wind to kick the 2-0.
Strike. Whoa.
That's down and in.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
To the right side. He steps on the bag. One away here in the 5th. Here's Miguel Andujar. Doubled his first time up.
Miguel Andujar.
Swinging a foul out of play. Oh, 1 down. Just missed. Swinging a ground ball and foul ball. And that's a base hit. And they have their first base runner since the 2nd inning.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Suarez tossed to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Digging in, Brandon Lockridge.
Brandon Lockridge.
And that'll fall for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat, and now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Lopez in the box again, takes a strike.
You know, these A's doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there. 2 consecutive base hits for this team. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Machado goes to second for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play. Big at bat now as the polar bear Pete Alonso steps in.
Pete Alonso.
Carrying well. Out of here. A 2-run blast. And they add on. It's 5-zip.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Now the catcher up to hit. Shea Langoliers. What a stop. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. All set for the top of the 6th. Stepping in for San Diego, Jake Cronenworth. Back to work, Luis Severino. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. A solo shot. Freddie Fermin getting ready to hit. Slide to right his first time. And a foul ball.
No, that's a ball.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Check swing called strike. That's strike two. Got him looking. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
Ball one.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Next for the Padres, third baseman.
Here's Manny Machado. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. There's a strike. Strike three, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Bottom of the sixth. Stepping in, Christian Walker.
First baseman, Christian Walker.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And the 0-1. Bogarts tosses to first. One away, bottom of the sixth. And now here is Zach Geloff.
Baseman, Zach Geloff.
On a line, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
That one fouled off. 0-2 now. Reaching down, makes the catch. Brandon Lockridge will hit next. And that'll get down for a base hit. And now two aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league.
That one is absolutely belted. Forget it. A three-run dinger. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a two-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he.
That is the inning. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
Here's Ramon Laureano. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get two looks at him and then he's gone.
Yeah, and I mean, these guys utilize the iPads and try to see previous footage of that pitcher, but it's just not the same as having an actual look.
No.
Next pitch is downstairs.
This isn't a pitcher that softens up when he starts to show signs of fatigue. I mean, his stuff stays sharp. Makes these at-bats more difficult than they normally would be against other pitchers at this stage of the game.
This one in the air center field. And there's 2 down. Jackson Merrill now at the plate. He's grounded out a couple of times. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Langoliers in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Up and in. Ball 2. Cronenworth. On to Bogarts. And that's 2.
Yeah, got him.
Next up for the A's, Christian Walker. 1 for 3.
First baseman, Christian Walker.
Swings through that one for strike 1. And that's the inning. We go to the 8th. So here's the Padres DH. Miguel Andujar. And Luis Severino continues. Ball 1 there. It's softly on the ground left side. And it goes just foul. The 1-1. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle. Could have easily been out in front on the off-speed and pulled off of it, but he was looking to use the big part of the field, and he executed his plan perfectly.
Now pitching.
So they turn things over to the righty, Tyler Ferguson.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Foul ball. Fouled off left side. To third, Suarez. Here's Geloff for 1. To first, double play. Nicely done. Base is empty after the double play. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. He's already homered here in this one. Line drive, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double, and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Fermin avoids the first pitch for ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, number 20. Sliced hard but foul. The 0-1. Makes the catch. 1 down. Next up for the A's, Cam Smith. 0 for 3 in this one. Bogarts. Slinging it to first in time. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Can't glove it cleanly.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Merrill going back. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Across is the runner from first. It's 10-1. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double. So digging in, Brent Rooker. Makes the catch up against the wall. All set to start the ninth in this one. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Fernando Tatis Jr. Foul ball there. Deal one. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike two. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Manny Machado up to the plate. And a swing and a miss. High fly ball, right field. Out number 2. So they're down to their final out. Vinny Pasquantino digs in now. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Close, but called a ball. And now it's even 1-1. Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. Throw to first. And what a play. Ball game.
What an exciting finish to this game. An amazing play right there. It's hard for the fans to go home. They want